Hey guys, welcome back. This is Storm, and this is episode 90 of my single-player Tiveden world. Hope you guys are going awesomely well. So, I have been doing a little bit of deforestation. Every now and then I like to collect a whole lot of wood. When my supplies get low, I like to come over here. My island is just over that way, and yeah, I like to come over and chop down some trees. I find it pretty relaxing anyway, just cutting down a mass load of trees. And the reason why I leave these stumps everywhere like this is, for one, when I'm cutting down the trees, it gives you extra little bit of height if you want to leave the last block and you just jump up to cut down the rest of the tree. And the other reason is it helps me with the spacing for planting out the saplings afterwards. So once you've planted all your trees and you've got everything growing all nicely, you know that everything can fit within your area, but once you clear it all out, it's hard to judge again when you're replanting your saplings. So this makes it a little bit easier because all you got to do is run around, chop down the stump, and then put the sapling back where the stump is. And yeah, that's a pretty easy way to spread out your saplings again when you're planting in a large area like this. So yeah, there you go. There's my island right over there. It's funny how you see my one of my houses just sticking out like that due to my render distance, but there you go. Haven't been over here for a little while. My pyramid's over there. Nothing else has really changed over here. And yeah, this is pretty much where I do all my tree mining. And of course it starts to rain. So let's go and get ourselves under cover here. Let's use this little entrance. You guys haven't seen this yet. Aha! So this is our little tunnel system we set up for moving our mobs in and out from our nether area through the portal here. So this is what it looks like on the other side. You just got to use these buttons. They're a little discreetly placed here, and you can come through and yeah, get onto the main island this way. And you do get a little bump on the head if you're riding a horse through there, but that's alright. That's fine. You can get through nice and safe, and all the mobs are also safe, and that's the main part. So the problem we had originally was this is only 1 block wide for this staircase. It wasn't going to be very helpful for moving mobs in and out, but we've got this little area here. So yeah, that's our little tunnel system. So let's put this wood away. Let's see how much we've got here on supply. We've got some dark oak wood. Let's put all that away. Looks like we've got some... Oh no, we still haven't... What's this? This is oak wood. Alright, I can put some of that away. Put in here some jungle wood, and then we've got some birch wood. Not a bad little harvest, that one. So I've just jumped into Nether here, and I wanted to show you guys something I have been working on. A few episodes ago, I talked about trying to add some life back into the Nether by planting some Nether Wart wherever I could see patches of soul sand. And I've kind of taken that to the extreme. So we've got soul sand up there, and I've been placing soul sand as well. So I've been trying to add a little bit of life around this area. I thought it was a little bit plain by itself, so that's what I've been working on. Let's go and take a quick look, and I'll show you guys some of the life I'm trying to add in here. So we've got all this Nether Wart planted up here, and I thought, okay, that's a good start. Then couldn't help myself, so I kept on going. Whoop, can I dodge that fire? I can. So we've got Nether Wart down there. Don't worry, I'm not finished yet. There's still plenty. Okay, let's see if we can keep cruising. There's some up there. We've got some down here. Now, this soul sand was already existing, so wherever I found little patches of soul sand around my little hub here, I just planted some Nether Wart, just to, just planted it, and it'd be good if we had other crop varieties in the Nether, but for now we don't, so this is all we have. This is all freshly harvested and replanted. So we have here some Nether Wart as well. This just takes us through to the other side of this big mountain thing. And let's see if we can get up here, and I'll show you guys some more. So I have been going a little crazy with the Nether Wart, and I shouldn't be running out now with different crops to plant or to harvest. So, okay, we've got some more up here. Let's keep going. Don't worry, there's more. Oh, I need to eat something so I can sprint. There you go, Pigman. Liking your new scenery? Okay, let's see what's here. Okay, you look pretty cool walking through that little valley of Nether Wart. But there's more. Don't worry, there is still more. Let's go up this way, and let's cruise around here. Now, I came across this little patched area. I haven't really... It's funny, when you go into your world and you explore an area, you don't really tend to revisit it unless it's on your walking path. So I was just cruising around here trying to find some extra soul sand. And look at this. There was soul sand around here, so I've just been planting Nether Wart. Pretty crazy. And there's a few other patches like this in my nether not too far from here as well. So I don't know, I think it adds a little bit of something when you just stumble across an area like this in the nether, and yeah, it looks good. I like how the magma blocks were added to the game, and you can see those in some newer areas that you explore in the nether. But yeah, seeing some kind of plant life as well, I think adds something to the game. Now, believe it or not, that isn't all the Nether Wart, and that's not really where I do my farming for Nether Wart. I do have a patch of land that I've set out for specifically farming Nether Wart, and it's right down here. So, yeah, so I have gone a little bit Nether Wart crazy, I guess, and I've added these kind of strips of farmable land here with just some soul sand. And the pigmen like it. It's a big hangout spot apparently for these guys. They like chilling out here. And I really like it. I think that adds something, as I was saying before, with some kind of crop or just some kind of life, really. That's all I'm trying to add into the Nether here. This is my track that goes off. You don't really see it from this kind of side, and now I see why, because that looks pretty plain. But yeah, this is the track that goes off to our new lands in our ice village or snowy village, which is in that direction. Which, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about. We will go back and revisit that as time goes on. And this is an area that, yeah, I really like coming down to and just basically mass harvesting. It's kind of at the right width where you can just position your arm right at the perfect length where you can harvest 4 rows at a time. And that makes it nice and simple. Surprisingly, I haven't had too many problems with ghast, as you could just hear that ghast. And I haven't really had any spawn in here yet, to my knowledge. But perhaps they can spawn on here. I'm not 100% certain if they can spawn on soul sand or not. Oh, there it is up there. Okay, that could... Oh, I've got no arrows. Perfect. Alright, so I need to get out of here before he starts shooting. It's about imminent to... Okay, we got out. Perfect. So what I wanted to do is, now that we've got this little patch of farmable land here for Nether Wart, I wanted to try and make this entrance here a little bit more grander. This is the, I guess, the main area to get into that spot to the farmable areas. In fact, you can see it through here as well, which is also pretty cool. And there you go. So that's what it looks like from this little pathway. And what I really want to do is try and make like a little fancy entranceway down through here. So there's probably a few things I could do. I've got these horses to do something with. And I've got this little area as well. This is our staging kind of area where minecarts come up, get destroyed by the cactus, and then go back into a dispenser here for redispensing to go back out in that direction through that button. So that's what I think we're going to work on in this episode. I want to work on this little area here, try and make it all nice and fancy, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything with this room, but for now, let's get our materials together and let's think of what we can do in this space. There we go. So I think having this portal going off this whole time while we're working in this area is going to be rather annoying, so I'm just going to deactivate this portal temporarily. And here we go. So these are all the supplies that I've brought over. I've gone with another theme, just a reddish-orange theme. Pretty much grabbed every block I could think of that's kind of reddish-orangey, or got the blackish kind of block with the nether brick. So we've got some acacia, we've got some orange glass, polished granite. Now this is something I thought, this kind of goes well. I like the way polished granite goes with the nether kind of look. And I haven't really used this block too many spots, and I don't really see a lot of people using this block either. So I am going to try and blend it in somehow into this build. And I've also got some magma blocks, I've got some nether wart blocks that I've crafted, and I've got some red nether brick as well. I think with all these different block types, surely we can make something that looks half decent. Well, hopefully anyway. And yeah, I'm not sure exactly of the thing I'm going to go with. I'm probably going to make this a bit wider. I did lower this just 1 block. I do have each of these tunnel systems that go off. All go down 1 block, so I'm going to stick with that theme and go down a block here as well. And hopefully, this is a pretty old renderation. Renderation? What kind of word is that? Generation, I guess, of the nether here. So there won't be any lava blocks hidden within the netherrack, just in this little area. But if we keep going out further, then we might run into some lava. But here should be pretty safe. So I'm just going to dig out a little section here, and let's try and experiment with the floor design, and just within some different color combinations. So first of all, I want to see what this block looks like. Just going with some acacia. Just want to see what this looks like. Something like this. I'll probably replace it with the full blocks, but for now this is going to do. Nice and orange. I like that. Then I was wondering, what if we had some kind of look with the magma block down the middle or something? How would that look? Does it look okay? Whoa, that's easy to mine. Let's get rid of that. And what we're going to do, let's put this away. Where is my netherrack? Ah, crazy inventory. Bring on the shulker boxes so we can organise our inventory a bit better. Okay, so here we go. So what I might do is if I were to lower this perhaps, let's try, just going to do a little patch here like this. And, okay, yep, so let's fill this in. Now let's put down this block. Now hold down sneak so I don't get slaughtered here. Okay, so let's make this a full block. I'm just going to experiment with different colours here. I'm going to put orange glass over the top of that and see what that looks like. Let's put that there. And how does this look like? I think that adds something to it actually. Doesn't look too bad. I was thinking using this on the sides perhaps. Something like that. What does that look like? Looks like something. Not sure. So I'm going to work on this a little bit. Experiment with the different color combinations. Not going to work on the whole thing. I'm just going to do little sections at a time. Try and figure out a little pattern that I like. So I'll come back once I've figured something out. So I've been trying a few different things here, and we've got a ghast that's spooking us out up there. And this is the kind of look that I've gone with so far. It's a little bit different to what I've normally created, but I think it's going to work for us okay. So I've got some Nether Wart on the sides here, and I'm probably going to taper this into be some kind of cylinder-looking tunnel rather than a square tunnel or a rectangle tunnel, just for something different. And I've created these little sections, or I'm going to create these sections, I think, where I've kind of got this nether brick kind of barrier to the Nether Wart, and then we'll repeat this going down the tunnel. And I've used the magma blocks here in this little spot. There was, right along here, there's a little gap that I have to play with, so I thought that could be a nice little spot to put in some magma blocks. I think it works. I think that look is going to look okay. And yeah, I could probably, if that was on both sides, I think it would look a little, just different, a little interesting kind of look to this tunnel, and I think that will work out okay. I was also thinking about this flooring, and perhaps rather than make it this way, where we've got the acacia wood, what if we did magma on the outside? So let's take this out. I did replace it with 4 blocks. And let's go down and take out this magma. Ow. And this is going to be interesting. It's so easy to break. Got to be careful with a high-powered pick. So let's get rid of this. Let's try and putting down the magma on the sides here. I wonder if this would look any better. Worth giving it a go anyway. And so that means I just need this down the middle. And what else do we need? So I don't need this. I'm going to need this. And my acacia wood. So let's try this out. Something like this instead. Hard to tell from there, but up here, how does that look? I think I like that better. Not sure. I'll probably have to repeat this a little bit further down to see how that looks. Then we can probably create some kind of border system here. So to kind of line up where we've got this netherrack, so I could run this across something like that, perhaps. And then maybe repeat this down further. I don't know. I'll give this a further thought and see how it goes. There you go. That's the current progress. Alrighty, so I've made some decent progress now, and I'm pretty happy the way it's turning out. This is the current look. It's a little tiny little space up, but I am going to repeat this down further, don't forget that. So this is going to extend further down in this direction, and basically I repeated the same design on both sides now. Got these strips of Nether Wart on the ceiling as well, the Nether Wart blocks, and I think it looks okay. It's not exactly uniform. I tried to blend it in a little bit more at the top here with some stairs. I think it looks okay. I think once we've got this whole tunnel section done, I think it should look a little bit better than it does currently. Otherwise I could probably just change these out if it's too bright at the top there. But I do like the look of these different blocks together. It's all red and orangey, exact look that I was kind of going for. And I did make a couple of changes. I put this little block in the middle here to divide it as well. I think that looks okay. I could probably add either trapdoors or, in fact, I'm not sure if ladders will go on the side of soul sand. I'll have to try that out. But yeah, I'm going to extend this down a little bit further, probably around to about here somewhere. Then we'll have it tapered down into some stairs, which will lead us down into farming areas. I guess I keep calling it a farming area. It's just a manual crop really to harvest, but that's okay. Adds a bit of variety to the game. Not everything has to be automatic. Who's that? What is that up there? Am I seeing a mob? No, I think it's just a shadow. Yeah, I've been in the Nether far too long if I'm starting to see shadows and it's freaking me out. Hey, but the horse has escaped. The horse is up there. So that's the current look and feel we're going for this tunnel design. I'm going to speed ahead, work on a couple of extra sections, then we're going to let these guys run wild. So I've picked up myself a friend, but we have made some progress as we've gone on. Look at this, check it out. Do like the look that you get now that it's further down and repeating pattern, and do like the darkish kind of feel, the evil kind of feel you get as you come down this tunnel, and I think it looks good. I think it turned out quite well. I did put in some magma blocks on this other side, and it kind of somewhat resembles this opposite side here. I think that looks okay. I'll put in a stairway down into, I don't know what this is going to be. This is where I've got the horses at the moment, and I've just put off a little side chute to come down into the crop area here. So that's what it currently looks like. I've probably got a few more things to work on in this area to polish it off, but I'll do that another time. This is what it currently looks like. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I did want to go down one extra section, so there's 3 repeating like panels, I guess, on the side wall here, and I wanted to go down one more, but I ran into the edge of my farm on this opposite side. This is my chorus fruit farm that we've got in the Nether here, and that's the wall. So unfortunately, with this repeating pattern on this back wall, it would run into the back of this farm. So that was as far as I could go, and I'll have to somehow taper off this kind of side section of, or this other end of the tunnel. And that's why I pretty much put this doorway in here, because this is as far as I could go, keeping this back panel here. And I'll have to think of something else for that. So pretty happy with the way it's turned out. I did, have I made any other changes? I don't think I've made any other changes to the actual design itself. Just waiting for the Nether Wart to grow, just like in here. I did try with the red nether brick. That is something that I'm not using in this tunnel system. And I just don't really, well, I couldn't basically find a use for it. I couldn't really find a spot that I thought it looked okay. So I'll have to keep that up my sleeve, think of how I'm going to use that in the future, but for now I'm pretty happy with the way this has turned out. So the sun is just setting, and I've just come over to the snowy village to show you guys I am still working on this area, and I am pretty happy with the way it's turning out. So this is a brand new building, haven't finished it. This is kind of just a bit of a shell to see the kind of look that I'm going for. Pretty happy with the way it's turning out. That looks pretty cool. You can see the light through the window there, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this is turning out so far. I'm not sure what will be in this building at the moment, but that's okay. It's just another different building style for this area. I'm pretty happy with the way it's turning out. This is the blacksmith building. I've made a few changes up here, and just a couple of windows, and I've also redone this furnace area here as well, and I'm pretty happy with the way this turns out. Really like the way, whoa, who's shooting at me? Stray. I think I just shot a fern. Where are you? Oh, I think that was a direct hit, but there we go. Let me pick up your arrow. Thank you. Alrighty, so what else have I made a change of around here? I think everything else is pretty much the same. Oh, I did actually get myself a couple of pets, or I guess captives at the moment, but hopefully one day we can make them our pets. And that is, who else is trying to murder me here? I think we're all okay. I did get a couple of polar bears. We've got a couple of polar bears here on the go. Hopefully we can breed them at some point in time. And let's go on a quick adventure and hopefully not get slaughtered here. And I basically need to move these igloos. I started off trying to think of how I could get some of these igloos blended into my snowy village. As it's turned out, I think I'm just going to have a separate little igloo village and have this other snowy village. I think that looks good from here. There's actually those dimensions of those buildings. Let's keep on moving. Hopefully we don't run into too many creepers here, but let's, whoa, rabbit attack. Some creepers on the go, and just over here I've started to set up a little igloo, I don't know, a little town, a little gathering, I guess. Who's that over there? Oh, I should capture you. I have got myself a zombie villager over here that I want to convert, all these rabbits, and we should be getting close now. I can dodge all these mobs. I knew it was a bad idea coming over here at night time, but look at that, we've got ourselves a little campsite. This is something that I've set up. I did it a couple episodes ago, but I didn't actually show it on camera. I realised I edited that footage out, but this is what it currently looks like. A few igloos, we've got a few doors in here. I do want to set some villagers into here as well. I think it's in this one, is it? It's in one of these igloos I have. I think this one's ready to go, where I'm trying to capture one in the back here. I think this one here is where we've got a zombie villager that I want to convert. That's a normal zombie. Alright, so I do have a little bit more work to be done out here, but this is something that I don't think I actually ended up showing on camera. If not, here you go. This is what I've also worked on in the last few weeks. This little village here. Got a spot for our horses over here, and pretty happy the way this is turning out as well. So quite a few little things on the go at the moment in my world. Not everything that I work on I do show you guys, but that's okay. It gives a little surprise every now and then I can come across and show you guys. If I totally forget and you download my world, then perhaps you'll find yourself a surprise as well. But anyway, that's all I'm going to have time for today. Thanks for watching. Let's see if we can end off with a bit of flying. That counts, doesn't it? Okay, I have to get out of here now, the little guy. Alright, there's two of them. Alright, I have to keep running. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, this is episode 90, so there will be a map download in the video description. Check that out if you want to. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys. See you guys in the next episode. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cool.